I brought you a gift.
First of all, you're invited anytime you bring alcohol.
Yes.
So wait, what is this?
This is my new tequila with John Barbados. Started about 2.5 years ago. We started the process of working with Stoli Group to develop our own tequila. And
can we try? I know it's like, you know, this show airs at like 9 a.m. and I'm looking at you, Nashville. But yeah, I don't want to be rude. So let's do it, Nick. Let's do it.
Congrats to you.
My mama raised a polite young lady,
There
so I will
Just
drink your
bit.
tequila.
Sorry, we don't have enough for everybody,
fine. I
guys.
guess we're rationing it, but it's fine. It's fine.
Cheers.
That is good. It's so smooth. I was a little nervous because usually I do like I mean, I don't drink ever, but no, I do usually like salt and lime. That's really smooth.
Yeah, we're excited about it. So we just launched this one on the East Coast, and the rest of the country is kind of starting now. But then we have Reposado and Añejo as well that's coming out.
I'm into it. So let's celebrate real quick. You want another one? Okay, fine, I will.
Yeah.
Let's celebrate and drink to your first season of The Voice. You don't have to.
I
Be
took
a better
interest
person to
in...
me. I'm trying to be kind. I just want to celebrate the fact that you're going to be on The Voice and I'm going to kick your tail. Oh.
That's not true. Incorrect. I'm not going to clap for that.
I'm not going to clap for that. I refuse to clap for that, ma'am.
It has been a good little friendly competition so far, though.
It has.
We've done the blinds, which has been really fun. My first ever. We've assembled a good team. I feel confident about it.
Yes, and we like a lot of the same sound. Yes.
I didn't expect that.
I did.
I thought John and I would go head to head, but it's really...
I knew it. I knew it. And the guys were talking about it. I was like, I'm going to have to battle Nick freaking Jonas. Like, what? I'm not going to win there. I'm like a mom. I'm like so not cool compared to you. Like, what? Yeah. So let's talk about it. I know people probably ask you all the time, but I love Priyanka, and you know this.
Me too.
So cool. But I didn't realize, I will be really, I didn't realize like how fast, like what was your first date like, first of all?
Well, it's kind of a long story, but I'll tell it.
Synopsis?
So basically, we were told by a mutual friend that we should meet, and he said, I'll connect you guys. He never did, and I got impatient, so I direct messaged her on Twitter. And she responded. We talked on, back and forth for about a year on text, and then we finally met in person. And it wasn't really a date. We just met in person and went for a drink. And then about a year later, we went on our first official date to the Hollywood Bowl to go see the Beauty and the Beast live.
That's adorable.
Just recently we played there to kind of end the first leg of the tour, and she sat 2 boxes away from where we sat on our first date. It was very cool.
That's so cool. So what I didn't know though is y'all got married pretty quick. Like I heard people kept going, whoa, that's moving fast. First of all, stay in your lane.
Exactly.
Okay.
Mind your own business.
So mind yourself.
No, I think when you know, and we heard that pretty much from everybody once we told people we were engaged. But it was kind of magical. Just within 8-9 weeks, we were talking about marriage, and within 10-11 weeks, we were engaged.
That's amazing.
And we got married in December last year, so our 1 year's coming up on the 1st.
That's so exciting. Congratulations. It's really, very cool. To find someone you love like that, to be your best friend, it's so cool. So I heard when I was doing I was reading the pre-interview for this, I had no idea that y'all opened for me in 2005.
Well,
because I feel like I just got really cool.
No, so no one cared about us in 2005. We were just coming up, and basically to get other gigs, we listed the other acts that we'd opened up for. But that really just meant that we were on like the outside stage in the parking lot while you were playing for 40,000 people.
Still the same.
But you helped us get a lot of gigs after that, so thank you. We owe you 20%.
So now you're on tour for real. So tell us about Happiness Begins.
So this has been, quite the crazy year for the family. Just a year ago right now, we had just started recording music together again. And, looking a year later, we're finishing up the first leg of a crazy tour and also the album, Happiness Begins. But it all started with a documentary, which we called Chasing Happiness, which was kind of just to tell our story of our childhood. Our father was a pastor, and we had a pretty crazy journey in the church and then into our music career together. And we had really no intention of getting the band back together. But after filming for a little while and kind of healing some of those family wounds that were there from our years of working together in the past, we were able to look at this with a fresh view and really kind of all in different ways find our happiness. And so we went for it, and it's been an unforgettable year. It's been really amazing.
That's really cool. Like, not only, I get like the fans are excited about it, but it's way more cool for you and your family. Like, that's a hard thing to like I mean, that's my road family over there, and
Yeah.
it's hard to all be together all the time, especially when you're related. I can't even imagine that. So that's really cool that this ended.
It's really special to get to share that with family.
If the documentary, would you have released it if y'all wouldn't have gotten together?
I think so. Yeah, I think we had spent money making it, so we probably.
You're like, yep.
And I think it was an important story to tell, and that was kind of, I think, the thing that was to us so special about it is that there was no intention to come back and do this again at the beginning, but when we actually just sat down and did the hard work that most families have to do. We all go through things with the people we love, and whether it's the family you choose or it's
usually
your blood,
the ones you love the most. Yeah.
Yeah, you got to go through it, and we did, and we look up at the other side, and we're all kind of in the best place in our lives.
I know you're all married now.
All married.
Yeah.
Brother's got 2 kids, and it's a beautiful time, and to have been able to go through that with your family is I think we're all really grateful and aware of how unique it is, and so. It's just been special.
So cool. I will say, you have the most famous family ever. I was like looking at everyone listed in your family tree. I'm like, okay, well, those kids are gonna be like, they're not gonna know what normal is.
They are. They're gonna have some cool aunts and.
It's
cool
amazing.
uncles.
Y'all should have you shouldn't, but you should have a reality show. I just want to see it. I want to watch the dynamic of all those famous people in one family. That's insane.
I think the band might break up again if we have it.
If cameras are there all the time, no, you won't. You have to be on point. Do you have a favorite song on the tour?
I have a few that I love. It's like picking a favorite kid, I guess.
Yeah.
I can't pick one.
There are different
I'm so
vibes.
connected to my songwriting too that it's hard to pick one. But we actually have just come out with a Christmas song, which has been a dream of ours forever. Me too. It's my favorite.
Wait, y'all don't have a Christmas album?
We
What's
didn't have
wrong
an album.
with you?
Back in the day with Disney, we did a few just songs here and there, but this is like our first kind of real swing at doing a Christmas song with the same group of writers, producers that we work with the rest of our music.
Oh my gosh, do a whole album. I love Christmas music.
As long as you come on and do it with
I will
us.
sing with you.
You already sang
Unless
with
you're
John
just
a
joking.
couple times.
I did sing with John. I love Christmas music. I think
too.
it's so cool because you can get away with like that cheesy
When do you
good
start
feeling.
playing Christmas music?
I
time's
actually started,
appropriate?
and my staff will tell you, I actually started like 2 months ago because I was wrapping presents in Montana. We were rich, and I was wrapping Christmas presents.
So 2 months ago, it's like September.
Yep.
Wow.
Never too early. It's like, because I was wrapping Christmas presents, November and December are really busy, so I was having to do everything beforehand. And so
You did say that you were wrapping Christmas
I was
presents
wrapping
months
Christmas
in advance.
presents. Yes.
That's impressive.
I do that.
I start shopping 3 days before. That's my.
Yeah, so does my husband. It's just why I do it.
Yeah.
Subscribe to my channel. Subscribe to my channel. Subscribe to my channel. Subscribe to my channel. Please don't make me keep going.